here comes the project evaluations. See, the speeches which people gave came from the project speeches. For the benefit of guests, we have a copy written with a manual. They prepare with the manual and then they come, they have a mentor, they give the speeches. Then we have a set of evaluators. Now they will come and evaluate the speech, whether they met the project objectives that way. So let's go by order. To evaluate Sadhana's speech, let's have Balamurli today. See, Balamurli to me is a miracle man. Because after taking VPE, VP what happens, on a Thursday evening I will not find any slot. Okay, who do I call? I text Balamurli, boss, I'm in Malaysia. Not today, I'll come there on a meeting and then I'll take this role. Done. Today till 2:54, 2:55, nobody was there to evaluate the first speaker. There walks Balamurli and here he is going to evaluate Sadhana.
So Sadhana was giving a first speech, CC1, right? The CC1 is always very special. Yesterday I was watching the RCB match, IPL match which is there. So I was just thinking that last match was really bad for RCB. I think this match at least they'll do it. So again they started badly. They started badly there and eventually they lost the match. So one thing which is very important for a Toastmaster journey is the fact that you need to have a good start. So let's try to evaluate whether Sadhana had a good start in her CC journey. And consistency is something which I like because once I heard a speech from Indra Nuvini, and she said like there are 5 C's which she follows. And one of the C she talked about is consistency. Living through consistent framework, your life, having some consistent goals. So your speech was also amazing, Sadhana. And I like the quote, day after day, second after second, working towards what is important. I think that's very, very fundamental. That's very important from consistency's perspective. Very interesting speech. The topic was picked, a very powerful topic, and you can really talk a lot about it. Good effort and congrats on deciding to come here and give a speech for CC1. Because a lot of people, what really happens is that making the decision to actually come and give a speech is itself a big thing. So the first, decision which you take is very important in the CC journey. So congratulations for that. Half the battle is already won. So as you were saying, if RCB had a good start, then obviously I think they would have performed very well and they had a very good score. So half the battle is all about making a very good start there. Some of the suggestions which I would like to give you for the CC1 is that CC1 is an opportunity to talk about your family, what you want to do, your goals, what are your personal things. Okay, people get to know about you. So I think weighty topics are there. We have topics like consistency, but you can always talk about it later, maybe in CC4 or CC5. Talk about yourself. That's an opportunity you have in CC1. Don't miss that opportunity. And the speech started very well, but I think you finished ahead of time. I think you did not even come to a stage where the green card was raised. So one thing which is very important is that when you have a script, just rehearse the script very well so that you can face it well and you can reach the time. So sometimes when you don't rehearse the script very well, you might forget some of the parts of the speeches, and in the process, you might finish it ahead of time. So heavy topic, probably keep it for the later part of your speech journey. So all in all, a very good effort and a journey worth continuing. Thanks, Anand.
The next person who's going to evaluate Kannan's speeches, Azhar. Azhar has been called as Jesus Christ of. I don't know why he is R because of the miracles he creates. I don't know. Let Azhar evaluate Kannan. See what miracle he does.
Water to win.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and most honorable guests. Kannan, do you watch TED Talks?
Yeah.
So when I was watching Kannan speaking here, it seemed like he's giving a TED speech. Such a remarkable performance on the stage, the way he walked, he was like the CEO of some company or something. I was really amazed by that. Kudos for that, Kannan. So you had a great opening. You brought in curiosity in the crowd, thinking what you're going to speak. So when we saw your topic was the best medicine. So it was very obvious that you would be talking about laughter. So you didn't do that. You just had a twist over there and talked about dream, something which everybody wants. You gave a topic that we are related to, and it's a vital part of everyone's career and life. So amazing starting. So to support this, you had a lot of anecdotes. Whenever you say some personal story, it connects with people. So you brought in your own son's story. You told what was happening, what went wrong, and how did you rectify. So you gave a personal example saying how to reach your little dream. Even that was a dream, but you convinced us how to achieve that dream. Then you told about a movie, how he was successful in that. Then you talked about a cricket match where Ravindra Jadeja was successful. So all these stories were talking about your subject, that was dream. So finally you finished it off with a beautiful quote saying, "Say what you believe and believe what you say." So that was really credible to you because you were doing what you learned from that book that you read. So the credibility of that quote was really perfect. So it was an amazing speech. The only recommendation I would have for you is, you were talking about dream. So we were guessing that you will give some suggestions, some ideas, some thoughts to achieve those dreams. But we did not get anything out of it. You just gave stories. Everyone is aware of stories. But we expected some message, some kind of recommendation so that we can implement that in our life. So that's it. Overall, well organized, great transitions, and amazing stage performance. Looking forward to your future speeches. Thank you.
The next man is Godwin Roy. Godwin has redefined photographs with reference to medley, not only to medley. Take division I. Just go to Facebook or any WhatsApp, see the DPs of people. This would have been definitely taken by God. So he created miracles in photography. Now Godwin Roy to evaluate Marzook's speech.
How many of you have been to Goa? Those who have already gone to Goa will be able to relate to the place, it took us to the place. And who have never been to Goa would eventually want to go to Goa. So that's how his speech was today. And thank you, Marzook, for taking us a free trip to Goa. And I was able to relate to most of the things when you were explaining about things. And today's objective, CC4 objectives, you achieved everything. Most of the things you achieved on your speech. You have to be very short. You have to use short words, short sentences, and short paragraphs, and use everything effectively in your speech today. And especially vivid descriptions. It was really amazing. Like for example, I was able to literally see things, was able to literally hear, was able to literally feel, I was able to even taste. Especially when it comes to the fish you were talking about, I was feeling like, I didn't ask him when I went to Goa, like because I had a horrible place where I heard of the fish. I was wondering, oh, okay, it was very, very good. So that's how you explain the words, but very more descriptive. And also you use rhetorical devices, even though those being used phenomenally good. And even a couple of things needed, and you even accomplished them as well. There was no jargons used, and also we had a very good proper grammar pronunciations, and everything was used in that your speech. And I felt like one place, and also you had a very good speech organization. You started off the speech with asking a question, and it was really good. But I felt like that you didn't give a pause. You asked a question, and immediately you jumped into the speech. I felt like there you could have given a little pause and for others to respond, and then you could have taken. That's one place I felt that was missed. And also the conclusion, also I felt a little bit. You asked a question, so or you have exams or whatever your prizes, you asked questions, and just quickly you kind of concluded. I was waiting for some conclusion. I was able to relate to a general purpose. On a specific purpose, what is that? On overall speech, I was not able to relate. Probably I missed on the conclusion, or like I overheard it or something. I felt that's one thing. Only two things I felt like was a little bit missing. A little pause in the start after the question, and the conclusion a little bit more. And then overall, it was a wonderful journey. taking us to go and expect to listen to a lot of his speeches, taking us to more places. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Doctor. Now to evaluate Vijay Rajan's speech, I have a person, Janani Suri. What do I introduce herself? She's a miracle herself in good terms. Yes, Janani. She wants more introduction.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters, and welcome guests. I am my target speaker, Vijay Rajan. As far as I have known Vijay Rajan, every one of his speech is a redefinition of something. In his second speech, he redefined gym fitness by showing us salute and aptitude. In his third speech, he redefined the definition of hipster by beard growth. And in his fourth speech, he told us about LOL and gave us a whole different meaning of the word that we know. And today he's done it again in his fifth speech. The internet has been called by several names: World Wide Web, that useless thing, a lot of things. But today he brought in a new name to call it, a weapon of mass destruction. And then he followed and explained the whole concept of internet in an interactive and fun way. Well, based on his title, I'm going to evaluate him based on 4 letters. WOMD, weapon of mass destruction. The W stands for word usage. Today his word usage I felt was very exceptional. He constructed it in such a way that we were all able to follow. It was humorous and yet well crafted. For the instance, he defined people check in at various places while burglars prepare to check in at their houses and burglarize stuff. And I felt was spectacularly well done. The second O stands for his opening, body and conclusion. His opening, he made everyone switch each other's phones in an effort to show the effect of technology. His body was telling personal stories about a kid named Chan who was sent to internet rehabilitation, as well as his own personal life. And his conclusion, he ended by explaining how you should balance the virtual and the real world. I felt all of that was very well constructed. The M, the key of the CC5 is movement. And today Vijay Rajan's movements seem to be very precise. In the beginning, when he was enacting out the scene between dad and Chang, he moved here and here to represent the kid and the dad respectively. His hand gestures, especially when describing the effect of the internet, was very perfect. And he made very good eye contact with almost every one of you. I noticed that. And the last is the D, development. As I said, each one of his speeches, he's developed various things, and I felt here they all came to a very good conclusion. As not only did he pick a good topic, he peppered in humor and got everybody's attention. As with every good speech, there have to be suggestions. I have 2 suggestions to give you. One, you were holding a pair of glasses in the beginning. I didn't see any purpose for you to hold the glasses. It was a bit distracting. Later you put it in your pocket, but in the beginning it was just being held in your hand. I felt that was limiting your movement. You could have done much more with your left hand if you had put the glasses in the pocket in the beginning itself. And second was, as with your last speech, I believe your humor is a wonderful asset. But I believe that sometimes you put in so much humor that we are distracted by that because you're naturally very funny. We're distracted by that and we don't focus on what's inside. Some of them may have missed your substance because you were focusing on humor. Next time, balance both of them just like you should balance the virtual and the real world. Overall, excellent speech, Vijay Rajan. Like I said, you redefined a lot of stuff. I wish you good luck with all your other speeches. Keep redefining.
To evaluate Sidika's speech, we have a charter member. He's a distinguished Toastmaster. He's been in Toastmaster for long years. Any post you have to call, he has just been there in that particular post. Let me call upon Toastmaster Sampath Saurirajan, distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Saurirajan.
To think of any miracle. Good afternoon, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, Toastmaster Sidika. Today's speech attempted to persuade. What was the message? What was she trying to persuade?
Let go.
Let go. Were you all convinced?
Yes.
Are you convinced?
Yes.
You are being wrong. See, this pattern is status quo, which is not satisfactory. You want to bring in a change. This is the most famous persuasion situation. In fact, this is also a very common situation in debating. There is something existing which is not good, you want to change. What is existing? People get tied to the past, which is crippling them. So they have to move ahead, so they have to let go. So let go is her solution, the change she wants to bring in. So this is the pattern of the persuasion. How did she do it? See, in terms of the 8 projects she has already done, she has acquired many skills. And there are evidence amply during the presentation today. Because we could see her movement, use of good words, facial expression, hand gestures. Hand gestures are a bit too much. Overall movement and voice variation, they were very good. And there was a famous opening of some situation which was good because it was catchy. People could listen to that Lucy story. And she also brought in her own life situation, a personal story of the 12th grade and what happened during her failures. So there was a mix of both logic and emotion because of the personal story and giving some reason. Both were there. Both are essential in good persuasive speeches. The 1 or 2 points where I was not fully satisfied is this don't give up and let go. There was a slight confusion when we were trying to develop the concept. You said don't give up. Don't give up is for your future action. You should persist. That's not connected with the past. So you said I have been always told don't give up, don't give up. Now I had to give up, but don't give up is for the future action. When you want to persist in spite of failures, you have to go on. So you want to let go the past. There was a slight confusion in that, but it happens sometimes. My main concern for your speech is a bit fast, like in many other cases also it happens. So young people like me can follow it. But there are people who cannot follow very speedy delivery. I know it happens. People will miss what you are trying to say. So you have to slow down a bit, control the number of words, re-practice, do it. It's not only for you, it is for everybody else here.
That comes to the end of the evaluation session. See, the team would have asked for voting of all the speakers and the best speakers. In the same way, you need to vote for the best evaluator before the timer can know qualified evaluator.
Toastmaster Balamurali. Toastmaster Balamurali. Toastmaster Azhar. Toastmaster Godwin. Toastmaster Janani. Toastmaster Sambat Sohira.
Yeah, all the evaluators are qualified. You can vote for the best evaluator. Now let's go to the tag report. As I told, I introduced the timer, R counter, and grammarian. Now they will be giving a detailed report. Timer, can I have a detailed timer report?
Sadhana, 3 minutes 12 seconds. Toastmaster Kannan, 6 minutes 33 seconds. Marzook, 5 minutes 32 seconds. Vijay Rajan, 5 minutes 8 seconds. Siddhika, 5 minutes 32 seconds. TT speakers, Sunil Jose, 2 minutes. Balaji, 1 minute 4 seconds. And Gopalakrishnan, 1 minute 56 seconds. Jas Mubarak, 36 seconds. Anand Ramalingam, 52 seconds. Lokesh Krishnan, 1 minute. Janani, 2 minutes 13 seconds. Ram Prasad, 38 seconds. Ram Subramanian, 1 minute 56 seconds. Jas Srivarzan, 1 minute 59 seconds. Evaluators, Balamurali, 2 minute 45 seconds. Azhar, 2 minute 47 seconds. Godwin, 2 minute 18 seconds. Janani, 3 minutes 13 seconds. Sambat Sohira sir, 3 minutes 20 seconds. And for SPLC, Vijay Rajan, 3 minutes 37 seconds. And I missed TT speaker Kannan, that is 46 seconds.
Thank you. Thank you. And a big round of applause to Timer because he's playing the role for the okay. Here.
She's also playing.
Sorry. TT Master Priya also plays the role of first time. Thank you. And now let's get a detailed report from our counter, Janani.
Again, good afternoon, Toastmasters and welcome guests. Our countering has always been my favorite role because people pay a lot of attention to the timer and the grammarian. The timer because he literally counts your minutes, and the grammarian because they count your words. But our countering really helps with your filler words. Removing them, I believe, is a great way to improve your speaking skills. Okay. For the prepared speakers, Sadhana, you had one repetition and multiple instances of saying the word "ah." For the second speaker, Kannan, you had one pause and one repetition. The third speaker, Marzuk, you had just one pause. For the fourth speaker, Vijayarajan, he gave a clean speech. For the fifth speaker, Siddhika, she had one repetition, that was "you know." And for the evaluators, Toastmaster Balamurthy had one pause, one filler word and one repetition. Azhar, you had one pause, one filler word and two repetitions. Sampath sir had just one filler word and one repetition. And for TT speakers, Toastmaster Sunil Jose had one pause and one repetition. Toastmaster Balaji had multiple repetitions of the word "ah." Toastmaster Gopalakrishnan also had multiple repetitions of the word "ah." Toastmaster Mubarak had two filler words. Toastmaster Anand had one repetition. Toastmaster Yogesh Krishnan had two filler words. Toastmaster Ram Prasad had two filler words. Toastmaster Srivatsan had one filler word and one repetition. And Toastmaster Kannan had one filler word.
Now let's hear it from Ramakrishnan, who has a grammarian, a detailed report on.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters. So, in prepared speeches, Sadhana uses consistency, length of time, hurdle, create for change, mysterious, and Kannan uses ignited, eventually, stretching, emerging, and Marzuk proved that he is Thomas Sermenti. So, using a lot of I couldn't catch a lot of them. Using letting home, gas powers, covering, unconventional, creeping, galvanizing, spike, paralyzing, shimmering, quartz, black, exactly, so. Vijayarajan uses 80 plus at Locoven, prominent, Imker, and Siddhika uses angled, comfort, determination, perseverance, abandon, block, hunting, bottled inside, confined, choke, and Azhar uses credible, and Janani in evaluation uses spectacular, prizes, pepper, substance.
Thank you. That comes to the end of the back report. Now, as a general evaluator, I need to present my report. The general evaluator report is normally based on a few parameters, whether the meeting was started on time, how the business was conducted, whether guest was involved. And we have a list of parameters. While just playing the role of a general evaluator, I had a particular thought. So I thought I'll just put it to the XCOM. If you can just add the general evaluator score in the report in the MOM, it will be easier because normally what happens, we play a general evaluator and then we don't know what exactly happened for that particular meeting and what is the scope of improvement when somebody plays next. This was just a thought which came in. Otherwise, the meeting is as per schedule and as per the parameters of Toastmaster. Now that comes to the end of my work here and I pass the baton to you.